So a bunch of people wanted to know exactly how does this work? In the previous video I didn't really explain it, so let's explain it here properly.
And to truly understand how the jaw works, we need to really start with the helmet of the mask. And to do that, I'm going to create a bunch of strips and cut this craft wire and stick it into place. I'm going to make several of those, and what's really cool about these is you can then bend them and they hold their shape. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to form that around my head, almost like a crown, and then stick that into place. This is the exact size of my head. And then I'm going to create with a longer strip another piece over the top. And that will just create the main shape of the beak. Now what I'm going to do is build the rest of it. I'm going to create a piece that goes over from ear to ear and then the sides of the beak. Now all I need to do is decide where the pivot point is, and that's going to align with my own pivot point of my jaw. Then I'm going to create the jaw by creating two cardboard pieces that kind of sandwich in between my face like that, and bit by bit just like build it up with more cardboard so it takes some form. You can see how that just fits into my jaw like that. Now I just need to attach it by using this wire. I'm going to twist it and I'm going to place it into the jaw like this, stick it into place, and you can see how that would align with the pivot point right there. I'm going to bend it and that's where it's going to poke through. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. And then I'm going to poke a hole through, and you can see how that just fits in just like that on both sides. Now you can see how that fits into place, but the problem is it doesn't actually fix with my jaw. So I'm going to place this little bit of cardboard, and now suddenly that's locked in with my chin. Now I know what you're thinking, what if I don't have a chin? Well, there's another way you can do this, is by using two little hooks. If you put one hook on the bottom jaw, and then you put another hook on the main helmet and put a elastic band from one to the other, it will create a tension in between it. So the jaw will automatically close when opened. This means you only need a piece of cardboard underneath your chin, and then when you open your chin, it will automatically bounce back. This is really nifty. And now all you have to do is decorate it. You can see how I did that in the previous video. And obviously you can apply these methods to any kind of creature or animal that you like. There's just one last thing I'd like to talk about, and that's the placement of the pivot point. You see, it's very important. In my design, I placed the pivot point of the chicken's jaw to be exactly in line with my own anatomical pivot point of my jaw. This means there's a one-to-one relation. You can see in this clip how when I open my jaw, the chicken jaw opens at exactly the same rate. If you misalign the pivot points, it can make the jaw harder to move. So I just definitely recommend making sure they're aligned. Anyway, so if there's any questions, let me know and I'll try and answer them.